Finally then, give us the step-by-step guide. Let's say people are watching us talk about Latin America now. They're convinced they want to make a start.
Yeah.
What are the steps they need to take?
Well, first of all, you have to be there. And whether it's in person or with a representative, one has to have a physical presence there to begin to understand, as you've said through this interview, a very different region and culture than exists in Singapore or in other parts of Asia. There's no question about that. One has to do a fairly extensive market analysis to know, based on the products and services one is trying to buy or procure, what part of Latin America would be the best for that. And again, you've mentioned that parts of Latin America are not the same with each other. That's absolutely true. And so one has to take that into account as well.
Okay, but so physical presence.
Physical presence, market analysis, understanding what is the, if your ultimate goal is access to the U.S. market, geographic. Where are you situated geographically with relation to the United States? But I think by and large, there's a very large willingness to attract that investment, to be helpful, to welcome people from the outside. And I don't think that somebody who's really interested in investing or trading with the region is going to have ultimately that much difficulty. Any
additional steps? So you've got the local presence, you've analyzed the market.
Yep.
Do you wait and see, or do you go barreling in?
Well, of course, every company is different, but one would presumably take it a step at a time. Because if you don't know the market, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to put all your eggs in one basket. And some companies we see, they go to Brazil first, and then they say, well, we understand Brazil, so therefore we're going to expand that to the rest of the region. It doesn't work that way, because Brazil isn't the rest of the region. So sometimes it's better to go to one or two countries simultaneously, maybe a Spanish-speaking part of Latin America, maybe Brazil, as well, and then as those operations develop and expand, then you can take that and take the next step. But probably best not to go whole hog, we would say, in the United States, or jump in with both feet first, because you still have to learn the market. There is going to be a learning curve. It is going to be fairly steep for somebody who really hasn't been in the region before. That's absolutely true. But again, with goodwill, with a sense of long-term perspective, some of those immediate-term difficulties can be overcome.
In gathering the market analysis, getting to know the market, getting that physical presence, what in your experience can IE Singapore do to help?
Well, IE Singapore has been very active in Latin America, and we've seen them with the Council of the Americas throughout the region in a very positive way in meetings and seminars and conferences. And I think working with Singapore companies, IE Singapore is a real resource because they are beginning to know the region in a very effective and real-time manner and can provide that type of on-the-ground insight that companies looking to engage with the region really need. So I think it's a very valuable resource and should definitely be taken advantage of.
Eric Farnsworth, great to talk to you. Thanks very much again.
Thank you for having me.
I'm Mark Lowdy. Thanks for watching.